if I call it a puzzle. Alright, so not too sure where we left off. I kind of forgot. But I'm going to do these again, in case you need them. Oh yeah, we definitely did. I'm going to go over this one actually. Let's start with what we know, the easy ones. Well, if that's 130, this guy's 130 because it's a vertical angle, right? Which means angle 1 is the difference between 180 and 130, which makes this guy 50. And obviously angle 3 is also 50. So let me go to angle 1 is 50, angle 2 is 130, angle 3 is 50. Everybody okay with that? Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. Anything else I know? Well, I know angle 6 right here is 32. And the reason I know that, if you did this, right, two intersecting lines, right, two intersecting lines, and if you got to ignore the noise, all this, the 4, the 7, the 5 for in a second, and just focus on the 32 degrees. 32 degrees, this guy would be 32. Okay, and that sometimes is the hard part. Okay, so now that we have that, so 6 is 32. I'm going to come back here, it's 32. And how does that help me? Well, because I know if you look at these two lines, this line right here and this line right here, they're both parallel. So they have a special relationship. So let me draw it out. Here's the two parallel lines. So I know this group of angles here, these four right here, and these four right here, are exactly the same. So, but notice that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles over here, and at the bottom there's 4. That's because they split two of them in two other angles. So if you, let's try to see if we can visualize this. Let me change colors again. Let me try purple. So if you look at this angle here, right, that angle and angle 1 are exactly the same. So I can say that angle 5 is 50. But angle 7 and 6, which I'm going to use orange, right, is the same as the 130 degrees, but it's split in two ways. So, but we already determined that angle 6 here is 32. So what is angle 7? Well, angle 7 is going to be 130, right? Because remember, corresponding angles is exact same angle. So 130 minus 32 gives us 98. So if angle 7 is 98. And if angle 7 is 98, oh, that's it. Sorry. If angle 7 is 98, can we find angle 8 right now? Well, angle 8 we already knew because angle 3 and angle 8 are exactly the same. So that's 50. Just to confirm, to see if I'm correct. This is a straight line, right? So if everybody looks here, that's a straight line. And that's a straight line. This three angles on should add up to 180. So I have 50, I have 98, and I have 32. Let's add this up. 8 and 2 is 10, carry 1, 9, 10, 180. I am correct. Now, notice that angle 2 here at the bottom is the same as angle 32 and 4. And again, we can do the same thing as before. Right? So 32, 130 minus 32, this gives us that angle, which is 98. And angle 5 over here, it's 50. A little messy. Okay, so now we can take these numbers and put it down here because there's another relationship here. These angles and these angles are the same. So angle 9, change colors, angle 9, right? This is angle 9 right here at the bottom. Go in green here. That's angle 9. Angle 9 is the same as angle, was that 3 and 7 added together, which makes this 148. If 9 is 148, across it's going to be 148. And what's angle 12 and 12? Angle 12 and 10 is 180 minus 148, which make these two 32. The trick here was that they split some of these angles into 2 parts. Okay. This one, angle 1. Okay, so we Again, I think we did this in class as well, but this is 90 degrees, which makes this guy 90 degrees, which makes this guy 90 degrees, and makes angle 2 and 3 90 degrees combined, and they're called complementary, but I don't know what they each are yet. So, again, here is my two parallel lines, right? And it's cut by this transversal, so I know this set of 4 angles and this set of 4 angles are exactly the same. So I can go ahead and just put 90, 90, 90, and you put 90 over here. 46, if that's 46, angle 5 is 46, vertical angles, opposite angles are the same value. And then can we figure out 7 and 6? Yeah, 180 minus 46, 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 and 4 is 34, 134. So it makes this 134, which makes angle 6, 134. Now, can we find angle 3? Yeah, because now we have a triangle. We have a triangle here. And the sum of 3 angles in a triangle is equal to 180. So we have 46 plus 90 plus an unknown angle called angle 3 equals 180. We can solve this. We can add 46 and 90, which is 136. Plus x equals 180. We subtract 136 from each side. And x equals whatever that is. 180, 10 minus 6 is 4, so 44. 44 degrees. And now that I know what angle angle 3 is 44, what's angle 2? Well, I know that angle 2 and angle 3, angle 2 plus angle 3 was 90. I know angle 3 was 44, right? So angle 2 plus 44 equals 90. How much? Subtract 44 from both sides. And angle 2 equals 10 minus 4 is 6, 8 minus 46. Angle 2 is 46. All right, so using what you know, right, the relationships that you know, makes this so much easier. Try this one. Well, let's start with this right off the bat, right here. This is a straight line, ladies and gentlemen, straight line. And the combination of angle 70 plus angle 70 degrees plus angle 1, which I don't know yet, plus 61 is equal. So we can say 70 plus this mystery angle called angle 1 plus 61 degrees equals 180. Let's combine like terms. 70 and 61 is 131, 131 degrees, plus angle 1 equals 180. So if I subtract 131 from 180, 10 minus 1 is 9, 7 minus 3 is 4. So angle 1 is 41 degrees. And you can always confirm by adding all 3 angles. So if I add these 3 angles, it should add up to 180. All right. This one, and then, I don't know if I say this is 15 degrees or angle 2 is 15 degrees. Well, anyways, do you see this relationship right here? 2 parallel lines, transversal. Do you know that these 4 and these 4 are the same? Can you see this in here? Well, and that's going to be key here. So if you see it, it's going to be, well, if you, let's say you continue that line, which you're allowed to do, right? So you know you have these angles here. This one and this one is the same as 4 and 5. And this one and the combination of 7 and 1 is the same thing as 3 and 6. So I'm going to leave that straight line that my extension, right? My extension. And I know that this angle here is angle 4. And this angle at the bottom, let me draw that same exact. So now we can figure out who's who. Let me just make it a little better. Shoot. It's like that. So hopefully you can see that angle 61 here, 61 degrees, and angle 5 is the same. So I can come here and write 61 degrees. So angle 5 is 61 degrees. Which makes angle 3 61 degrees. Which now tells me that I can actually find the angle 2, right? Angle 2, right? Angle 2 is, right? We have 3 angles in here. We have a 41, we have a 61, and we have a mystery angle, and they should all equal to 180. So if you take your calculator and do 180 minus 41 minus 61, and you get 78. So angle 2, 78. All right. Angle 3 and angle 5 are 61. So what's angle 4? Well, as long as you do 180 minus 61, you get the angle 4 is 190. right? Which makes angle 6 119. Right, so now we have this triangle here at the bottom, right? Where they're saying this guy here is 15 degrees. We just found that angle 6. This angle here is 119. Can you find this guy here? Well, it's going to be 180 minus 119 minus 15, right? So 180 minus 119 minus 15 gives us 46. 46. So that angle there is 46. All right, so it's a matter of once you see these once and how you do it once, you can't unsee it. It just makes it super easy. Here's a transversal. Let me deal with this line first, which means these guys here and these guys here are exactly the same. So 8 is the same as 12, 9 is the same as 13, corresponding, 11, 15, 10, 14. Everybody okay with that? Which means also that on this side, this group, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this group of angles will have, the corresponding angles will have the same measurement. Look how easy that is. All right, so let's start solving. They actually gave us this 75, so this is 75, which makes this 180 minus 75, 105. I can go straight to the top and just copy it. This is 105, this is 75, this is 105, and this is 75. How easy was that? We have a triangle. The angles in the triangle goes 180, so you can do 180 minus 75 minus 32, and that's going to give us angle 9. 180 minus 75 minus 32 is going to give us 73. Really? Yeah. So angle 9, and I'll put an arrow here, is 73 degrees. And what's angle 8? Well, if angle 9 is 73, well, first of all, if angle 9 is 73, angle 11 is 73, which means angle 15 is 73, and 13 is 73. We just got to find the other pair. 180 minus 73 equals 107. So angle 8 is 107, angle 12 is 107, angle 10 is 107, and angle 14 is 107. I know. It's too easy. Way too easy. Okay, this one. Hopefully, again, do you see transversals? Do you see parallel lines? So let me draw. This is these two lines right here. And let me draw this line right here. So I know this group here and this group here are exactly the same. Hopefully you see it. Okay, and then we have this line over here, right? This line, cutting it this way. And you can see that there's 4 angles over here. And 4 angles, so these guys and these guys will be the same. That easy? Yes, it's that easy. So let's start 113, which makes this automatically 113. What's 18? Angle 18 is going to be 180 minus 113, which is going to be 67. And this is going to be 67. Okay. Start with the top. That's 42. Angle 3 is 42. So I'm just going to write over here. Angle 3 is 42. And can we find angle 1 and 2? Well, 180 minus 42 makes this 138. 138. So I have those 4 angles, which means I can come down here and say, hey, angle 15 is 42. This is 138. This is 138. This is 138. As a matter of fact, I can take this group here, the 113 and 67, and copy it over here. So I can say this is 67, this is 113, this is 113, and this is 67. Now we have this middle triangle in here, right? Let me just draw it out over here. We have this triangle in the middle where they're saying this guy is 42, this guy is 67. Can we find this angle over here? Well, it's going to be 180 minus 67 minus 42. 180 minus 67 minus 42 equals 71. So angle 8 is 71. So angle 8 is 71. So angle 8 is 71. Angle 10, which is right across from it, the opposite angle, it's going to be 71. What's 9 and 11? Well, 9 and 11 is going to be the supplementary, right? So 180 minus 71 is going to give us 109. So angle 9 and 11 are 109. Yeah. This one's more challenging, I hope. Less? Yes. Okay. Let's start. So a couple of things before we start. See this triangle at the bottom here? And they have this little mark like this. That means that this side, the length of this side and the length of this side are exactly the same. If you have a triangle, have two sides that are the same, it's called an isosceles triangle. Which, if it's isosceles, it means that angle M and angle Q are exactly the same. Measure the congruent. Okay? Isosceles triangle has two sides that measure the same and two angles. So I can go ahead and just do this to show you that those two angles are the same. Which makes it easier because now I have 180 and I have two angles that are the same. So if I subtract 130 from 180, I get 50 left over. And then 50 divided by 2, it's going to be that this is 25 and this is 25. Yeah? That's 130. What's angle B? 130. What's angle A and C? It's going to be the difference from 130 and 180, which is makes this 50. Makes that 50. Angle H, well, vertical angles, that's 80. What's J and I? Subtract 80 from 180, so we get 180. 180. Notice that these two lines are parallel, so if this is line red, this group right here and this group right here will be exactly the same, so we can go, sorry, did I write 180? I meant to write 100. This is 80, this is 80, this is 100, this is 100. We have another set of, so again, look here, we have another, so this group right here, now highlighting green, right, is the same as this group right here, right? It's two parallel lines cut by a transversal, so these are the same. So, oops. So that's 50. That's 50. That's 130. That's 130. Which make, now if you look here at the bottom, there is a trapezoid. Right, there's this trapezoid right here. And the trapezoid, there's four angles. Anything that has four sides, a quadrilateral, the sum of the angles is 360. I don't know if you remember that. So I have 360. I'm going to take away 130, take away the 50, and take away the 65. So what I have left over is going to give me angle P. 360 minus 130 minus 50 minus 65 and gives us 150. This guy here is 115. So if P is 115, guess what T is? 115. Right? And if you know P and T, well, V and S, just subtract 115 from 80, 180, and you get 65. So this guy's 65, and this guy's 65. Inside this little triangle here in the middle, I know it's hard to see, right? We have three angles. One is 50, the other 65. So you're going to do 180 minus 55, minus 50, sorry, minus 65. So 115, so which makes angle R 65. So we're going to make angle R 65. If angle R is 65, can we find U? It's a straight line, right? If it's a straight line, these are supplementary right here. R plus U, angle R plus U should equal 180. If one of them is 65, the other one is 150. We have, it gets a little messy here, but we have this, so we have these four here. So if you look at it, we have another set of parallel lines. Right? We have a set of parallel lines cut by this, so these four and these four are the same. So this four and these four are the same. So right now we know that U is 115, which makes W 115. We know R 65, which makes X 65, and the rest vertical angles, which makes this 65, vertical angles, which makes this 115. Okay. We have one more, I think. And you have the answer key at the bottom, which maybe you want to use or not. Let me just make this a little smaller. Start with the easy ones. And right off the bat, the easy one for me is this guy right here. Two lines that intersect, opposite angles are the same, so these two are 100, which makes the other two 80, right? 100 plus 80 is 180, 80 plus 180, 180, so around is 360, we're good. The other easy one, 55, this is 55, vertical angles. G and H is going to be the difference from 180, which makes this 115. Sorry, 125. Makes this 125. If you notice, and I'll draw it here, the parallel line crossing, this group and this group is exactly the same, so this group and this group is exactly the same, right? Two parallel lines cut by a transversal, so that's just 120, the corresponding angles, 125, 55, 55, 125. Over here, I don't know if you notice this line right here, it tells you that two sides are equal. So if two sides are equal, it also makes two angles that are equal. So if that's 55, guess what? This guy also is 55. Yeah? Can you find angle T now? Well, we have in a triangle the sum of all the angles, three angles, 180. We have 55. It's 55, which is 110, and 180 minus 110 is 70, which makes angle T 7 degrees. This here, right here, it's not two lines intersecting. Notice that they're not two straight lines. Okay, so but we know the relationship. It's a full circle, and a full circle, everything should add up to 360. So 360 minus 118 minus 105 minus 70. That's going to give us our angle U. 360 minus 118 minus 105 minus 70 equals 67. So this guy is going to be 67. B is 90, right? There's a little symbol that's 90, which makes angle A 90, so that was easy. P and N, so again, draw it out. So here are your two parallel lines, and a line that cuts like this. So these, I know that you can stretch the line if you want to, but these two are the same as these two. So R is 80, N is 80. P is the same as 100. Let's see at the bottom, 125, we need J. Well, I have 20 and 125. So 125 plus 20 is 145. It's a triangle, right? That's a triangle. So 180 minus 145 is 35, which makes this guy 35. I was wondering why they had this little symbol here, this two lines here for angle D. Angle D is 125, and they have two lines right here, so they're telling you that angle D and angle M are the same value. So I can come back here and say this is 125. Oh, and if you see here, angle K has this one line here, and angle J has this one line, which means they are also the same. So angle J is 35, which makes angle K 35. Finally, angle L, it's a quadrilateral, right? So something that's four sides. So we're going to do 360 minus 125 minus 35 minus 60. Remember, quadrilateral has some of the angles is 360. So 360 minus 125 minus 35 minus 60 equals 140, which makes angle M 140. That's it. Enjoy your Saturday.